Hello there and welcome to a brand new lesson. This is Happy Beyond Numbers, where we learn maths the easy way. In this lesson, we are looking at how to construct angles using a protractor. It is also known as the architect's method. Now here are the lesson objectives. Without much ado, let's quickly look to it. So to draw an angle using the architect's method, that is, we would first of all need to draw our baseline. Right, so for now I'll just do a sketch here so you get to know what we are talking about. You first draw your baseline. That is, you need to take your ruler and then draw a straight line. So this can be your baseline. Then on the baseline, you identify a point. See, so you put a point on the baseline, which would then be the vertex of your angle. So as you can see, I'm putting a small point over here, and that will be the vertex of my angle. After which you now align your tool. So you take your protractor and align it. In our previous lesson, I showed you how my protractor looked like, and then I explained to you how the normal protractor also looked like. So we align our protractor. Let me zoom that so that you can see it clearly. So we do what? We align the protractor. You align it such that the baseline is on your line, which would become one arm of your angle. So the baseline is on it. And you also make sure that the origin or the center mark is also on the point you have made on the line. Now the third step is the dot face. The dot face simply means the angle you would want to measure. You look for that angle. So in this case, since we'll be using our outer scale or the calibration outward, I want to measure just a 60 degree. So I'd have to come here and then put a dot at the 60 degree point. So somewhere around here. See? So you put your dot over there. After which you then take your ruler and draw a straight line. So I'm just coming to draw a straight line through the point I made. You see? And this is going to be the connection. You see? So let's go over the steps again. It says, first of all, do what? Draw your baseline. After drawing your baseline, you take note of a point on it, which is going to be your vertex. And then you align your tool. So you take your protractor, then align it. Then after aligning, you put your protractor on the line, identify the dot which represents the angle you want to measure, and then you take it out and draw your straight line through it. So I'll just do some few examples just to enhance your understanding. So in our first example here, let's construct the angle 120 degrees using a protractor. So I'm going to take my protractor and then draw a straight line, just as we said. See, after drawing my straight line, I then mark a point. So I'm just going to put this dot over here. See, now with this dot I have over here, let me change the color to enhance its visibility. So with this dot I have over here, I'm then going to take my protractor and put it on the baseline. So take your protractor and then put it on the baseline. Now putting it on the baseline, you need to make sure the origin is also on your point, which is going to be the vertex of your angle. You see? So with this, we now look for our 120 degree mark. This is where it is. That is using the outer calibration. That simply means I'm going to start my 0 here. So 0, 10, 20, all the way to 120. So you take note of it, the point, you do that straight point. You identify a point over here, which would be your 120, and then you take your ruler and draw a straight line through it. You are good to go. So that becomes your 120 degrees. You see, after which you can simply draw a nice arc over here. Then it indicates that it is 120 degrees. Very, very simple. So that is just it. So we'll try the last one, which is a 45-degree angle, also with a protractor. You can pause and try it on your own, then you come back so we do it together. If you're able to do it on your own, well done. So as I have explained, you need your baseline. See, so this is going to be my baseline. Then with my baseline, all I need to do is to put a point on my baseline, which I'm going to use as my vertex. So I'm just going to move this point all the way here. And this time around, as you can see, I want to align my angle to the left. So my vertex here, it can be anywhere on the line, but it should be such that you can identify. And then I'll take my protractor and make sure it is aligned such that this 0 is on the vertex. You see, then what angle do I want to measure or draw? That is a 45 degrees. So with respect to my inner scale, I have my 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and we have 50 here. So the 45 is between 40 and 50. Hence, we need to put a point over here, you see. And then you take your ruler, and then you draw a straight line through it. Simple as that. So with that, you can then draw a nice arc over here. So I'll be drawing a nice arc here. And I'll indicate that it is a 45 degrees. Now, you know what a 45-degree angle is? It's an acute angle. Okay. So that is just it. Now, I do hope this lesson was helpful. We've just gone through the steps we need to draw an angle. It says draw your base, align the two, right? Then you put a dot on the angle you want to draw, after which you just connect the dots. As usual, I'll leave you with some exercises so you try on your own to enhance your understanding. So here you have the questionnaires displayed on the screen. It says construct the following angles using the protractor only. So you have to construct a 60, 75, and then a 135. That ends this lesson. I do hope it was helpful. If this is your first time on this channel and you think it will be of help to you, you can choose to subscribe if you so do wish, so that anytime I release a video, you'll be notified as well. See you in our next lesson, and bye for now.